Okay guys, so today I'm going to give y'all a few tips for beginners in Amazon's new MMO, New World, set to release September 28th, 2021. These are going to be tips that I wish I had been given when I first started playing New World. These are bare bones basic points for the newest of players. These are going to slightly improve the quality of life throughout the game. First, we'll cover spawn points. When you create your character, you'll be thrown into a very short tutorial, complete with a mini-boss that will teach you the basic controls and fight mechanics of the game. Upon completion of the tutorial, you'll be cast upon the shores of Aeternum in a zone randomly selected from the small handful of starter zones to start your adventure. From here, you will automatically have a quest objective to approach a watchtower. You'll run up to the quest giver and turn the quest in. Now, if you've spawned in a zone that you don't want to start off in, let's say you and your friend want to play New World together, but you both spawned in different zones, do not pick up that second quest. Once you've turned in the very first one, you can go ahead and start your run to the watchtower of your choice. There, you'll be able to pick up the quest line where you left off. It's important that you don't pick up that second quest on the beach where you spawned, because once you do, you're locked into the quest line there. You won't be able to continue questing with your friend in the other zone until y'all meet up in a settlement after the introductory quest line. Oh, and when the quest line sends you away from the beach to visit your first settlement, you'll want to pick up some materials on the way there. You'll need them for a quest very shortly, and if you have them already, you can just turn that quest right back in without even leaving the settlement. What you'll want to grab is 40 stone by mining rocks, 16 raw hides by killing and skinning boars and wolves, and 40 green wood by cutting down a few trees or gathering them from bushes. Let's move on to making a camp. I'm only going to talk about the most common function for making a camp, and that is setting a respawn point. A tier 1 camp is made from 5 green wood and 1 piece of flint, both of which are easily found just about anywhere. You will be given an introductory quest to make a camp, so I won't go into exactly how it's done because that quest will teach it to you, but more so why we want to do it. Let's say you're traveling out to a point of interest to kill some mobs or maybe do some PvP. There's always the possibility that you might get killed, whether it be by another player or by getting overrun by mobs or even learning for your first time that there's no swimming animation and just straight up drowning. If you've built yourself a camp and set it as your spawn point, within 500 meters of where you die, you'll be able to spawn back at that camp. This is usually much more efficient than having to start back in the nearest settlement. Other players can set their spawn to your camp as well. Personally, whenever me and the boys are out gallivanting around and decide we want to go find some trouble by way of PvP, we always make sure to toss down a camp so none of us are having to run back from the far end of the zone if we die. This one's pretty quick and simple. Don't neglect the cooking skill in New World. There is no passive health regeneration. Food will give you a heal over time buff. Pretty self-explanatory as to why you want to cook some food every time you get a chance. Ingredients can be found all over, through gathering, skinning, or even just in loot chests. Just keep cooking and you'll always have some backup food to keep your health bar topped off. Next is dodge roll animation canceling, or roll canceling. A roll cancels when you dodge using the left shift and swap your weapon just before your character's feet hit the ground. This cancels the animation and prevents your character from being stuck in place for that fraction of a second following the dodge. Gaining this fraction of a second can often make the difference in many situations. I find it especially helpful in PvP when I'm kiting a player, especially against a sticky weapon such as the battle axe that's designed to slow players down and keep them within range. Careful with your stamina bar though. Once it reaches 0, you can't use any stamina at all until it's full again, which doesn't take very long, but in a fight, those few seconds make a huge difference. Finally, we have damage numbers. Each color of damage number has its own meaning in regards to the effectiveness of the damage. Blue damage means the attack is weak against that enemy. White damage indicates a normal attack, no weakness or extra effectiveness. Yellow damage numbers indicate a critical hit, and orange damage numbers indicate that you've stricken the enemy in a soft spot, i.e. the head or whatever other weakness that enemy might have. This concludes our video. Pretty please toss a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.